Man, wouldn't it be fantastic if OPM would send you a personalized and accurate federal employee retirement benefit system, a statement where you could see what your pension is going to be, etc. Man, if you ever wish for that, then stay tuned for this video. Hi, I'm Micah Shilanski with Plan Your Federal Retirement, and welcome to this FERS Federal Fact Check. Today, we have a good question that came in from Cory. His question is, hello, will OPM issue me a personalized FERS Benefits Summary upon my request, similar to the personalized benefit statement issued by Social Security based on my VA creditable service and high 3, or do I have to wait till 60 days prior to my pension benefit start date to find out the amount of my FERS pension benefit? By the numbers, I will qualify for a VA FERS Deferred retirement, but I would like to confirm the amount of my pension benefit will be. Thank you. Cory, that's a fantastic question. And seems like a reasonable request, right? Saying, hey, I've worked with you guys. I'm going to go out on this deferred retirement. Kind of like to know what the income is going to be. All of that sounds reasonable. Then we got to jump in here with, unfortunately, on how this process works. The short answer is no. OPM will not provide you a personalized benefit statement, or at least I have never seen one, never had them being able to produce any of that information before you retire. It's always after you retire when you get kind of those detailed informations. This is one thing your HR, your benefits personnel should be able to help you with. There's a lot of different systems that's out there, and your human resources should be able to provide you with a personalized benefit statement. Now, a couple caveats. We see all types of errors with these. Number one, at the very top, it's going to say your FERS benefit estimate, right? It doesn't say certified, it doesn't say confirmed, it doesn't say guaranteed or any of those other fancy words. It says estimate. So you got to make sure the information that went into that is accurate. Unfortunately, who's that onus on? You, as the federal employee. The onus is on you to make sure that gets done. So what are things that we see incorrect? Number one, years of service. More often than not, it's too many years of service. Do all of your years of service count towards retirement? Right? There's these things, SF50s, notifications of personnel action, or you paying into the retirement system for the entire time. Do you have military time? Have you bought that military time back? How does that work? Now, if you have military time and you haven't taken our military buyback program, make sure you go take that. A lot of great resources, a lot of great information for you and how it works, etc. It's also free, so there's no cost to you. So make sure you jump over there and go get it. Really important. Another thing is, years of services is then high 3. High 3 is another mistake that we often find. High 3 is the highest 36 months of consecutive pay. It's not always the last 3 years. A lot of times it is because your pay is going up over time, but it's the highest 36 months of federal service. So where was that in the timeline? Those are the two biggest things that we see mistakes being made. Another mistake that we see being made is if you've bought back military time, when calculating your FERS supplement, the military time probably does not count towards your FERS supplement. There's a few exceptions where it may, most of the time it doesn't, so those estimates are going to be wrong. Now, if you're going out on a disability retirement, then the FERS supplement doesn't really apply to you, Cory. But these are really important things that you need to look at in advance and to say, hey, does this pass my straight face test, etc. That's kind of the best estimate you're going to get up until it comes to retirement. Again, if you're going out on a VA deferred retirement, what's going to happen inside of that deferred retirement is about 90 days before you want that income turned on, you need to contact OPM and you need to let them know you want to start your pension. You fill out a deferred retirement application. When you're separating from federal service with a deferred retirement, there's no retirement paperwork when you're separating. You're just resigning. Yes, it's a deferred retirement. You're deferring your benefits, but there's no retirement part of this until later. So you're just separating from federal service. You're resigning. 90 days beforehand, you got to contact OPM. Make sure you know when. We've talked about it, I think, before on the pod with Tammy. Tammy had a client that she kind of brought to me. We were talking about it, is that they went to OPM right after they retired. They said, hey, I've got 25 years of service. I want to start my pension on at 60, yada, yada, yada. They're like, hey, you're too young for this. Contact us when you're 62 and we'll turn it on. Now, if you notice right here, they were 60, and when they could turn their benefits on, OPM said contact us at 62. The person read the letter, said, all right, great, put a marker on their calendar. 3 months before they were 62, they contacted OPM. They're like, hey, I'm following your guys' letter. It's now 3 months before I'm 62. I'd like to turn my benefits on. And they calculate and send him his benefits as if he was 62. But he's like, wait, hold on a second. I had 25 years of service. My benefits should have started when I was 60. And OPM's response is, oh, yeah, they should have. But they're going to start now at 62. He's like, whoa, I was following your instruction. You said wait till 62. OPM's response was saying, hey, Even if we give you the wrong information, you are responsible to make sure it's accurate and you follow all of the steps. He's losing 2 years of his pension. He's just not going to get that money back. Yes, we're protesting it. We're going through a few other things and trying to get it appealed, but he's probably not going to get that money back because he didn't follow the correct order of operations. So it's a sad story. So even when OPM sends you something, you still got to look at it and say, hey, does this make sense? Does it pass a straight face test? Is it in the FERS CSRS handbook? If it's not in the handbook, it doesn't exist. Or if there's a benefit announcement letter, a BAL out there that specifies it. If you don't have one of those two things, it's not probably going to happen. So really, really important. I know this gets complex. Cory, thank you for the questions. If you have a question on your federal benefits, make sure you enter below. Make sure you submit it to us. We love getting your guys' questions and answering it. As always, our goal is to help another 1 million federal employees. So make sure you hit the share button on this. Send this out. Help us spread this message. We want you to have great information about your benefits. Till next time, happy planning.